I gotta tell you in the last 24-hour circle, thank you for sharing your story. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. Are you surprised at support, and what has that been like?
I have never seen such an outpouring of love and support than I have over the past few months.
Mm-hmm.
It's been beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's a testament to who he is.
Mm-hmm.
I wish the circumstances were different, but it's nice to see.
Mm-hmm. As a cast, did that draw you guys even closer to have Eric's back and up?
I don't know that we could have been closer. I mean, we were really tight, but
I told Jensen early on,
yeah,
because I had known November of 24. I told Jensen pretty early on, just so he knew what he was dealing with. And everybody else found out a little later.
Along the way. Does it feel better now that it's out?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. You know, I feel like I'm not carrying around this big secret.
And helping people,
And helping
actually.
people, of course.
Yeah, that goes without saying.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna turn things up and make it a little lighter. Tell me how you're taking this thrill genre to another level with this.
I mean, this is you know, it's not your mother's procedural. This is something that really kicks it up a notch, and I think it's something that we all kind of really set out to accomplish. Was you know, Derek comes from certainly a procedural world, and I think he really wanted to just play this on a bigger stage with more action and more stakes, and it was exciting to hear him talk about it, and then it was equally exciting to get on set and to do it with this incredible cast and crew.
With the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, the show has a lot of character, and it develops a personality pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
LA plays a great backdrop. You know, typically, I don't know if it's been such a great backdrop for other shows, but the way we've utilized LA, I think is pretty cool.
You guys are moving left, right, and center very, very fast. How were the stunts? And were you guys good with stunt work and
Well,
injuries? You're the
I was doing quite a bit, and I generally love doing that kind of stuff. I mean, you give me a day of stunts, I'll take that all day over a day of dialogue.
Right.
Well, you did Tracker. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's your genre.
So I do like those high stakes stunt work situations. You know, the chase and the fights and the. I will say there's one episode where we get all dressed up in tuxedos and I have to do a full fight scene in a tux.
It was solid.
Not the best fighting outfit to work in.
No, but it was solid.
But it worked, and we made it work, and it was a lot of fun doing it.
So you had the muscle memory of being in shape and all that jazz already.
Well,
Yeah. And a stretchy tux.
Yeah. I think there was a little help with the fabric there.
That's the key to it.
Yeah.
Jensen, you said that there's a disgusting amount of chemistry formed off set, and let alone on set. How did you guys bond?
Pictionary.
Yeah, games. There was a copious amounts of games that we played when they were setting up lighting setups and stuff, and so we were, I mean, anywhere from Pictionary to chess. Played a lot of chess. There was Trivial Pursuit. We were doing categories. We were throwing darts. I mean, you name it. We had guitars out. We were playing music. There was just
we were all kind of doing it
we
together.
were all just, and it wasn't like everybody was separate and we were all going back to our trailers and doing our own thing. Everybody was in together. Everybody was having a good time. There was no lone wolves. It was the team, and that happened pretty quickly and very organically, and then it plays out on camera, which is, you know, the biggest hope.
That's all you can ask for.
That's right.
I tell you. You're working on Euphoria, Eric.
I am.
How good is it to be back with the team, and what has that been like?
It's great to be back. It's been a long time waiting for season 3.
Which we don't.
There's such big
But
gaps.
I can assure you that we are in production, and we are shooting a really great TV show.
As always. Well, that's the reason that the fans are sticking by it.
Yeah,
They're
I
sticking
hope so.
by
I
it.
think there's still an appetite out there.
Our show is very, very keen on one of your projects, Grey's Anatomy. Because it's 20 years of the anniversary that the show launched. It's McSteamy, that shower scene. Tell me what it was like shooting that.
I mean, I put on a towel every day, so I was pretty good at that.
I have to correct you. You didn't get that towel on all the way. I don't know if there's that it looked like you were having trouble putting that towel on. To be honest, you left the hip out there.
The process,
and I
of
feel like that
putting
was
the
on
towel
purpose.
And there was a special effects guy who
Wafting
was down there wafting steam out of the shower.
It's never as glorious as it looks on camera.
Man, it's a good deal. Do you still have a text chain with the group? Do you still stay in touch with the
we
group?
do. Absolutely.
Yeah. And what's that text chain like?
It's not suitable for work.
None of them ever are. Is it a lot of gifts of, like you said, like little like gifts?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
to be honest, that's one of the greatest things about doing what we do is being able to send gifts of ourselves to people who can't do that. I love doing that.
One of the things that Sterling K. Brown talks about it, other artists that have racy scenes, they have to give their family a heads up about what's about to come. When you shot it and the episode was about to air, how much warning did you have to give to your family at the time?
Well, my kids are too young for Euphoria. I'm assuming you're referring to Euphoria.
Euphoria, they're too young.
My kids are too young for Euphoria. I did not need to give them a heads up. And by the time they're old enough to watch it, they will have had plenty of information that has hopefully prepared them to consume that type of content, that storytelling.
Got it. But the other one is Grace. Did you have to give anybody a heads up? Hey, look, so I'm going to be really...
No,
late.
Rebecca wasn't. She's not a jealous person.
Very good. Back to this project, the fan base. What can they expect if you were to sit down with the fan base?
They can expect fun, effervescent storytelling with a sort of obstinate backbone. They can expect some kinetic action. I think some of the action stuff you did this year was outstanding.
Yeah, high stakes, high energy, high action. And one of the things I love that Derek encouraged, certainly me and some of the other actors to do was to allow the layered in humor. Because I don't think you get a lot of that with procedural stuff, and we didn't want to be a procedural show. We wanted to kind of break that mold a bit and ramp it up. And in one of the areas that we kind of turned it up was in the humor, because life is funny, and even when the stakes are high, it's good to have a little levity, and we did that, and that's one of my favorite parts about playing this guy was trying to find that levity in those really dire situations.
Well, you did it. My last question to you. This series has a message of living life like there's nothing to lose. How does that phrase resonate with you guys today?
Go ahead, big guy.
I'm very literally living life like there's nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Very good. I'm glad you're doing well.
Thank you.
I love the guitar work.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Have you heard his voice?
Yeah, because he was singing. He was singing on his Instagram.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Hey.